A woman posing as a nurse was arrested for treating over 4,000 patients down in Florida. What is going on with y'all when it comes to nursing? Y'all got Operation Nightingale popping off. Y'all, every other week is something going on with a Florida nurse. I mean, what is going on? Y'all know I got a lot of love for Florida. Florida has been good to me. But what's really going on? I got the article right here. Let's talk about it.
But you can live pretty well by yourself.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again back with another video. So I wanted to bring y'all this, and I got my phone, so I'm gonna be reading the article from my phone. So y'all just bear with me as we get into this nursing content today. But before we do that, I need y'all to hit that notification bell. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content that we got popping off over here. I'll let you. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So a Florida woman was arrested and accused of posing as a nurse and treating thousands of patients with another nurse's license, authorities said. Autumn Bardiza, I'm assuming I'm saying that right, 29 years old, of Palm Coast, Florida, faces 7 counts of practicing as a healthcare professional without a license, ladies and gentlemen, and 7 counts of fraudulent use of personal identification information, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office said Wednesday. The Sheriff's Office also said that after Bardiza worked at Advent Health Palm Coast Parkway Hospital for nearly 2 years, a colleague discovered that she was not licensed to work as a nurse after she got a promotion this year. So wait a minute. Hold up. Now I got to get further into the article because I need to know if this woman even had a medical background. She probably did. But let's just say she didn't, right? And I'm talking early in the video, but let's just say she didn't. Imagine a person going to school or going to a hospital, working as a nurse, never been a nurse. You dig what I'm saying? And apparently doing well enough to get a promotion. What does that say about nursing school in general now? This is getting ridiculous out here. It's getting ridiculous. Okay. It says Advent Health hired Bardiza on July 3rd, 2023 as an advanced nurse tech. Okay, so she started off as a nurse tech. Okay. Who works under the direct supervision of a registered nurse. When she applied, she claimed she was an education first registered nurse, which meant she had passed the required schooling to become a registered nurse, but had not passed the board, the NCLEX. So she was claiming to be a graduate nurse. During the hospital process, Bardiza told the hospital that she had passed the exam and provided a license number that matched her first name, Autumn, but with a different last name, the sheriff's office said. Bardiza tried to explain the discrepancy by claiming that she had recently gotten married and had a new last name, the sheriff's office said. The hospital asked her to provide her marriage license as proof, but she never did, it said. The name and license number she provided, however, belonged to another nurse, also with the first name Autumn, who Advent Health employed at a different hospital, the sheriff's office said. And you know what? This is why license numbers should not be public. Shout out to APRN Beauty. I heard her say that. And license numbers should no longer be public, because the fact that people can go in and literally steal your license number, and HR does such a bad job at investigating that they can actually have a job and work as a nurse for extended periods of times, even years. The fact that people can do that and get away with that is crazy. Crazy. Let's see. The name and license number she provided, however, belonged to another nurse. Okay, I read that part. Bardiza then went on to work at the hospital without scrutiny. In January, she was offered a promotion. The promotion sparked interest among her colleagues in the sheriff's office said. A fellow employee checked the status of her license and found that she had an expired certified nursing assistant license, which the employee reported to the administrators. So what really happened was this lady got the promotion. Her employees, her co-workers were jealous. So they looked up her license number just to see if everything panned on out. People do hate and stuff like that, but in this instance, okay, yeah, it was valid. But see, this is why though. I should not be able to look up somebody's license number just like that. The only people who should be able to have access to look up somebody's license numbers are hiring managers. You dig what I'm saying? Hiring managers, people that run agencies and all that kind of stuff. They need to have some kind of thing where they apply for a certain code, and if you got that code, you can look it up. But Billy Bob Joe off the street should just not be able to look up your license number. To me, that's crazy. When it comes down to it, and when you think about it, it should not be that simple to straight up do that. That's wild. Let me see. So Advent Health then opened an investigation into the claim and found Burdizza never provided her marriage license to confirm her identity, the sheriff's office said. Burdizza was terminated January 22nd. After she failed to confirm her identity, the sheriff's office said. Advent Health then contacted the Flagler County Sheriff's Office to conduct a criminal investigation. The probe took 7 months in conjunction with the Florida Health Department and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and included interviews with the nurse whose identity Burdizza is alleged to have stolen. The two had attended the same college, but the Autumn whose identity was stolen said they did not personally know each other, the sheriff's office said. That Autumn said Advent Health told her about her alleged fraud in January. An arrest warrant for Burdizza was issued August 5th. She was arrested at her home. Video of her arrested showed officers confronting her as she was in her car wearing blue scrubs, the sheriff's office said. Sheriff Rick Stawley called the arrest one of the most disturbing cases of medical fraud we've ever investigated. This woman potentially put thousands of lives at risk by pretending to be someone she was not and violating the trust of the patients, their families, Advent Health, and an entire medical community, Stawley continued. The charging affidavit said Advent Health failed to immediately identify that Autumn had never uploaded the marriage license and of oversight on the discrepancies and Burdizza employee information. Advent Health said it does not comment on pending legal matters or personnel matters. Burdizza remained in custody Thursday morning on $70,000 bond. It was not immediately clear whether she had an attorney, and her arrangement was set for September 2nd. Ladies and gentlemen, so with that being said, Autumn, the crook, the liar, was arrested. Will justice be served? I don't know. Maybe. But that just goes to show you, if this woman never went through nursing school, what is the state of nursing school now? I'm not saying nursing school is important, because I've gone to nursing school twice. I'm not saying it's not important. But if people can go and look up a license number online, work as a nurse for years, and get a promotion, I dare ask you, how important is nursing school really? Let me know what you think in the comments about that. I think that's a wild situation. But hey, we've seen stranger things. But anyway, my name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video. Let's continue the conversation in the comments. Link to the article will be in the description. Make sure you go to thehighvaluenurse.com, get the ebook, get all that fly stuff. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't do nothing else, get paid. Young nurse, get paid. I'll let you in a minute. Peace.